Do you ever feel like you're living the same day over and over again? I definitely have. For years, I was a lawyer. I checked all the boxes. I did everything I was supposed to do, but I still felt hollow. It wasn't that I was ungrateful. It was that I was stuck in a trap, one that was quietly draining the life out of me. But what if that stuck feeling wasn't a dead end? What if it was actually a signal that you're ready for a breakthrough? Stick with me, because I'm about to share the one mental shift that helped me find a door I never even knew was there. This shift led me from the courtroom to owning a youth soccer business, and now to content creation. Let's be real. For me, it started with taking the safe job as a lawyer, the one that looked great on paper. I built a routine that was structured, but eventually, the days just blurred into one another. Alarm goes off, commute, billable hours, come home, too tired to do anything, stare at a screen, sleep, repeat. I had this nagging feeling that I was just an expert in other people's problems, a background character in my own movie. My own dreams, like starting my own business and escaping the 9 to 5, felt like they belonged to someone else, a version of me from a long time ago. And the scariest part, I started to think, well, maybe this is it. I tried to force myself to be happy, but that feeling of being trapped on a hamster wheel just got louder, and the golden handcuffs just got tighter. This isn't just a bad mood. It's your spirit slowly running out of battery. So what's the way out? How do you break a cycle that feels so permanent? This is where everything changed for me. That feeling of being powerless came from focusing on everything I couldn't change: the judge's final decision, the opposing counsel's tactics, what partners at the firm thought. I burned myself out fighting currents I had zero control over. But there's a framework that completely shatters that illusion of powerlessness. It's a simple idea from Stephen Covey called the circle of influence. Picture 2 circles. The big one on the outside is your circle of concern. It's filled with all the stuff you worry about but can't really do anything about. This is where most of us live when we feel stuck. But that smaller circle inside, that's your circle of influence. This is where your real power is. It holds everything you have direct control over: your attitude, your actions, the skills you learn, how you prepare, what you do with the next hour. Feeling stuck is what happens when you live in your circle of concern. The way out is to pull all of your focus back into that circle of influence. Here's what this looked like in my life. Stressing about opposing counsel's response to an email or counterpoint on a contract? That's the circle of concern. You can't force their hand, but I could control how meticulously I prepared for their response and how well I knew the law. That's my circle of influence. Now, running my soccer business, I worry about bad weather canceling a session or one of my coaches calling out. That's a concern. But I can prepare an email to send out to the parents if we need to cancel, and reach out to other coaches on my staff as potential backups. That's influence. Feeling overwhelmed by all the chaos in the world? That's a huge concern. You can't fix it all, but as a coach and business owner, I can control the environment I create on the field and how I speak to my players and employees. That is my influence. People who break free from being stuck focus their energy here. They work on the things they can actually do something about. And the amazing thing is, the more energy you put into your circle of influence, the bigger it gets. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the one who actually directs your own life. You don't need to flip your life upside down by tomorrow. My journey from lawyer to business owner didn't happen overnight, and neither did starting this YouTube channel. That kind of all-or-nothing thinking is what keeps people stuck. The real goal is to take one small, almost ridiculously tiny step. So here's your first move. Right now, think of one thing that's really frustrating you. Got it? Okay, now identify one tiny action that is 100% inside your circle of influence, something you have complete and total control over. Maybe you're stuck creatively. Your action is to open a notebook and write one single sentence. Stuck in a lonely routine? Your action is to text one friend and just ask how they are. Stuck in a job that's going nowhere? My action was to spend 15 minutes researching how to transition from being a lawyer. It's all about building back a little bit of momentum. This is how you start taking your power back. And I'd love to see you do it. If you're ready to make a move, comment below with the one small step you're going to take this week that's inside your circle of influence. Putting it out there makes it real, and you have no idea who you might inspire by sharing it. Feeling stuck is not a life sentence. It's a signal. It's your gut telling you that you're ready for something more than just playing the same day on repeat. You weren't put here to be a background character. The escape route isn't some huge, dramatic leap. For me, it started with a quiet, daily choice to focus only on what I could control. The small, consistent steps you take inside your circle of influence will, over time, change absolutely everything. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the next right step. And if this resonated with you, hit subscribe and stick with me. This is just the beginning. Every week, we're diving deeper into habits, mindset, and taking back control of your story, one step at a time.